Hey everybody, welcome to another fishing adventure. Today I've met up with Jeremy. We're fishing up here in NorCal. I'm excited because I've got my Sage rod back. Took just under 4 months to get it back from repairs. Long story, but got it back, and they did a great job repairing it. Everything from the cork down is new. The reel seat, the burl, the cork, everything's brand new from the blink down. So they did a good job. Everything looks good. So I'm excited to get back and fish with a good rod again. And yeah, let's see what we can find. Oh, I can't tell you what kind of a joy it is to fish with a nice light rod again. Oh man, oh man. This thing must weigh half as much. But to start things off today, I've got a blowtorch on the point and a Frenchie up on the dropper. Got about 5 feet of 4X off my tippet ring below the sider. And then I've got about 20 inches of 5X below that to the point fly. Might be a little longer than I was expecting. Last time I fished here, I felt like I wasn't really getting deep enough. So I'm fishing a little longer. I might need to add some split shot because these flies aren't super heavy. Put a few more drifts through here and see how it goes. And I'm making contact pretty early. I have missed this rod. I mean, I've been complaining a lot about their customer service. It's absolutely terrible. There's no reason I should have a rod that's defective and need 4 months to get it repaired or replaced. But it is a great rod. Can't deny that. And I can cast so much further and more accurately. Water temp's 38.2. Perfect. Find them when I'm fishing cold water, that at the low 30s, I can really slow the fish down, and at the upper 30s, 40s, that's pretty fantastic. Just want to fish this transition. There's kind of a bucket here where it gets shallow right in front. Let's see if there's any fish hanging out right here. I never put the split shot on. This water's a little swifter. I might need it. It's definitely taking longer to get down. But this is kind of some riffly water. I mean, this is definitely good holding water in the summertime. In the wintertime, maybe not so much, but we'll see. I'm gonna fish it real well. See what we can find. Yeah, just now got the depth. Yeah. Do one more. I don't think I need a lot of split shot. The rocks on the other side are cool. It almost looks man-made. I forgot to mention, after breaking off, I put like a size 16 Walt's worm on the point in light. I have like normal hairs there. And I got a size 20 shot back up on the dropper. A little more natural. Today that Walt's worm is impersonating a mayfly. I haven't seen any, but it could be in there. Fish on. Oh, finally. Throw that rock over there. Oh, that's a good fish. I'm surprised. This guy took the Walt's worm. 16-incher. Okay, let's fish. So it's been a while since I've updated you guys on the flies I'm using. Got a blowtorch on the point. Oh no, Duracell on the point, blowtorch up on the dropper. And we're making new ground on water we've never fished on before. Run into some guys, they've been struggling. I don't think they've had any fish to the net. Shared the flies that were working for us. And I guess I ran into some other guys that said they've been struggling too, so it's been slow. Just let your drift go a little longer. This is a really good fish. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Boom. Got this guy in the Duracell. This is like a cookie cutter with the last one. Definitely taking notes. I think this is going to be a killer spot to fish in the summer. It's like a beautiful long riffle. This thing's going to be packed with fish when water temps come up. Thank you. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, airborne. Oh, I came off. Darn. I'm kind of crossing into this zone where I'm starting to make mistakes a lot. And just gotta really focus, fish hard here. Jeremy and I kind of mixed up our lunch plans. He usually likes to leave his lunch in the car, so I didn't even ask. So I left mine there and he carried his, so I decided to just press on, get up to this water we've never fished before, which was, I think, a great choice, but definitely hungry. And it's hard to fish well when you're hungry. That's a fact. Glad I hooked one in here. I love this kind of water. Nope, not that time. Yep. Yep, yep. Come on. Darn it, I knew that was gonna happen too. Shoot. Everybody, thanks so much for watching. This is the part of the video where I talk about what happened during the day. If you're not familiar, I sort of recap, give a little fishing report. But this was a fun day. I got to get out with Jeremy, which we don't get to do quite as much anymore since I've moved up north. But it was still fun. The water conditions were about perfect. The water was nice and clear. So that means is that we've got to have really good dead drifts. Luckily, Jeremy and I both hooked 4. He got 1 to the net. I got 2 to the net. And compared to some guys that we ran into, they didn't get any bites. So it was a pretty slow day, I think, all around, but it just kind of puts an exclamation point on the fact that you need to have really good dead drifts. It's kind of conventional wisdom that the fish in the wintertime, when the water's cold, they don't move quite as much. So they're gonna sit in their lie and wait for the food to come right by them. So that the target that you need to get your nymphs to go through is a little bit smaller than normal. Where our fish in the summer or the springtime, they might rise up in the water column, and they might move left and right to get your nymphs, but in the wintertime, it's got to be dead on accurate, and it's got to be pretty good dead drift. You can't have any tugging or drag put on the fly because that'll put the fish down. All of my fish, except for the third, which was sort of chilling in a regular riffle, they were all up against structure. They were in front of rocks, up against the bank. So it made it even a little more difficult to get the flies up all the way up against those things so that they didn't tangle, or just getting a good drift, you know, up against the bank on the far bank can be tough, because a lot of the time I was fishing with an indicator, it's really important that you get the indicator and the nymphs to sort of land in the same seam. If they're in different seams, they're going to move at different speeds, and it's not going to be a natural dead drift, and the fish won't eat it. When you're casting all the way across the water up against the bank, you kind of have to do an aerial mend, or maybe fish a little more upstream so you're all in line with the seams you're trying to land everything in. But it's very important that both the indicator and your flies land in the same seam. This time we started somewhere new. It gave us pretty good access to the river and a spot so you didn't have to walk very far. But you may have seen we walked by the waterfall. We didn't really get a whole lot of fish by the waterfall, but we went upstream of that, kept going, fished brand new water, and it was really, really fantastic water up there. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to get to because you got to walk a ways to get there, but I think the next time I come up, I'm just going to hightail it and go straight to those waters. I think the earlier part between the waterfall where we started is hammered a little bit more. There's a lot of fisherman trails, and I think that's just kind of the easy pickings. So next time I'm definitely going to go walk up there and fish, maybe even go further upriver and see where that leads. I think the name of the game today was accuracy. Getting the flies to go where you need them is more important than the actual flies. I mean, I got one on a size 16 Walt's worm in a light color, and then I also got one on a size 16 Duracell, which is a dark color. So those were very different flies. They were both the same size approximately. So I think that kind of goes to show that the flies didn't matter so much as getting really good drifts did. As always, any of the flies I used and caught fish on today are available in the shop if you want to pick some up hand-tied by me. For those of you that have been waiting for my beads to come back in stock, I think today is the day they're going to be back. I'm going to have most of the standard colors like silver, copper, gold, black nickel. They're going to be back in stock except for 3mm. Unfortunately, that's the most popular size, and the factory didn't have those on hand. So those are getting made right now, and then I've got a few new colors like light pink, and I've got matte olive coming. Those are going to be some new colors added to the arsenal. So as always, I'm kind of cash flowing this. So if you will have any requests for colors, I think I had one for fire orange and white. I'll definitely consider that for next time. I'm taking requests. So tell me what you need, and I'll make sure that I can get it added to the shop as soon as possible. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. This last month has been wild, just trying to keep up with all the orders. So again, thank you, and more are coming back in stock soon. Well, the weather's been more mild lately, so I hope you guys are getting out and fishing more. I hope to do some more exploring. There's a couple places I've had my eye on that I wanted to check out, but it's just been too stormy to get into. So look for that coming up in the future. Thanks everyone for watching. Until next time, everybody, I'll see you on the water. Godspeed.